Hi students, in this video we are continuing participles, and now in this video firstly I would like to teach about past participle. Look at the board, I have already written past participle. It is V3 verb form. V3 verb form, and we know very well about every verb has a 4 forms, and of course it has 6 forms, and rest of 2 we no need to discuss right now, and let us discuss about only what are the 4 verb forms: V1, V2, and V3 and V4. So V3 verb form, what we have, V3 verb form is called past participle. Past participle. Okay students, so V3 form, already I give one example here, sung. So sing, sang, sung, singing. Okay, so that is why all V3 verb forms in English we usually call them past participles. Past participles. So with the help of past participle, how can we make as a single sentence, how can we make 2 sentences as a single sentence? That's we are going to learn about that today in this video. Thank you. Okay students, look at the first example what I have written on the board. Let me read for you. His shoes were stolen. His shoes were stolen. He bought a new pair of shoes. New pair of shoes. So how can we write and how can we combine these 2 sentences as a single sentence with the help of past participle? So dear students, so basically in this section also we have to firstly observe what are the subjects in every sentence. Are they same or different? That is first thing what we have to do. Okay. So here his and here he. So both are different subjects. Both are different subjects. So in these cases what should we do? So basically we should not remove any subject. So we have to replace as usual how we are getting subjects in the question. So his shows. So we have to remove this helping verb. So we don't use and we don't replace again helping verb in an answer. So we have to remove that. Then it became past participle. So stolen is his shoes stolen, comma, he. So when we are using comma in between 2 sentences, then the sentence starts with a small letter and we should not use capital letter. That is very important because most of the students are doing mistake there. So that's why I am repeating again and again. So please note that point very carefully because I don't want to lose your marks in your public. Okay, I don't want to make that happen in yours. So that's why I am telling you, after comma, in everywhere, in entire English and everywhere, it has to start with a small letter but should not capital letter. So he bought a new pair of shoes. So thus is the answer for that question. His shoes stolen, he bought a new pair of shoes. So what we did in answer, simply we removed the helping verb what we have in a problem. So because if you replace again helping verb in an answer, so it won't become as a V3 verb form. It means past participle. That's why we need to remove that helping verb in an answer. That is why we did it in the answer. Okay. Now students, look at the second example what I have written on the board. She was beaten by Kiran. Sorry, it is a full stop. It is a full stop. She was beaten by Kiran. She went to police station. So both are different sentences. Now let us see first subjects. Okay. Here the sentence started with the she, and this sentence also started with the she. So both are same subjects. So students, what we have to do now? Yes, you're right. We have to remove one subject in the first sentence. Okay. And we need to remove this subject, and as well as we need to remove this helping verb also. Already we have that rule. We learned in the first example that. Okay. Now answer is, so beaten by Kiran. Beaten by Kiran, comma. Now comma. She went to police station. Police station. Okay students. So we need to remove this subject because both are the same subject. Both sentences are same subject. That's why we need to remove one subject in the first sentence. That's we did it. And after that already I said you in the first example, whenever we are getting a helping verb in a problem, we need to remove that helping verb in an answer. So whenever we are going to join two sentences as a single sentence with the help of past participle, we have to do all this, because these are the rules what we have in English. According to rules, we have to do everything properly in an answer. So that's I am teaching and you are listening. I hope you can definitely got everything what I am teaching you. Okay? Beaten by Kiran, she went to police station. So C, it is a small letter. Okay? Beaten by Kiran, she went to police station. Now please look at the third example. She was accompanied by her sister. She went to market. So now we have to see first subjects. So as usual, so here subject is she and here subject is she. So both are same subject. That's why we need to remove one subject in the first sentence. Okay. So answer is going to be. So we have to remove this helping verb also. So that is the rule what we have in English. That's why we have to do that one. Okay. So accompanied by her sister, she went to market. Okay, students. So this is the way to combine two sentences as a single sentence with the help of past participle. So once I would like to remind you, past participle nothing but V3 verb form what we have in English. Okay, students. So whenever we are getting helping verbs, we need to remove that helping verbs in an answer. And if we get a different verb forms, we should definitely replace as usual how they are in a question. But if we have a same subject in two sentences, we need to remove one subject in the first sentence. So already I taught you everything. So I think you got idea about how to we join two sentences as a single sentence with the help of past participle. Okay, students, don't forget to take more practice about this. Then only you will get idea. Otherwise, I am helpless to do anything, because it is a video. I am not with you again. I said you. I am not with you to take care of you. So you are the only with you. Please take care of yourself in a right manner. Okay. Now, students, third type. Perfect participle. So perfect participle means having plus V3 verb form. Having plus V3 verb form. Perfect participle means having plus V3 verb form. How to we join two sentences as a single sentence with the help of perfect participle? Let us see through the examples. Okay. Okay, students, now look at the first example. He worked hard for 2 years, so he passed the test. He passed the test. So it is an example. How can we join these two sentences as a single sentence with the help of perfect participle? Okay. Firstly, we have to observe. Is there any different subjects in each sentence or same subject? So let us see first. He and also he. So both are same subjects. So what should we do? We need to remove first subject in the first sentence. Okay, one subject in the first sentence. So now it is V3 verb form. V3 verb form. Before that, what we have to write? Having. So having worked hard for 2 years. 2 years, comma. So when we are giving comma, the linkers what we are getting in a problem, what we are getting and what we are having in a problem or in a question, that we have to completely remove in a answer. Remove in a answer. So no need to copy or replace that linker what we have in a question in a answer. So we have to remove that completely. So that's why I am not going to write this. Then immediately he passed the test. He passed the test. So now the answer is having worked hard for 2 years. Basically it is not V3, V2. So whatever we are having here, that we don't mind in a question. But we have to write compulsory in answer V3 verb form. Having plus V3. That is perfect participle. That is the rule what we have in English and we should definitely follow. There is no other way to choose anything to write in your answer. Okay. So having worked hard for 2 years, he passed the test. So it is the answer. Students, it seems very easy, but seriously I am telling you, these all are very tough. Because all are looking same, but there is a little change. So if we do that little change wrongly, we can definitely lose the marks. I don't need to say that because everybody knows that. Don't you know? Definitely you know that. So it seems only easy, but if I will give you a task to do in this section, maybe you can, if I will give you 10 questions, out of 10, maybe you will get 5 or 6. So rest of the 4, there is a chance to do mistake by you. So that is the importance of this. So it seems sir is explaining very easily. So very little changes, only here in this place I have to do these things. Rest of the words are same. So there is a chance to think like this about most of the students who are watching this video. But students, I am advising you, don't think in that way. So it is also maybe it is difficult. But when you feel it is difficult, when you lose marks, then only you can definitely get some realization about you, and you will make one decision that is also difficult. So you should not wait for until that situation happens in your life. Okay? So that is not fair. So that's why you make yourself strong in this section also. It is 18th question. It is definitely comes 1 mark. 1 mark. Maybe it decides your 10 points. Okay? So every mark takes good contribution in your 10 GPA. So I don't need to explain more about that. It is a video. So I just want to continue this section and this class. So please, one thing I would like to tell you. Don't take all this in a silly manner. Take all this in a serious manner, because I am just telling you, sir is explaining in a easy way, so it is all easy. So don't think like that. So I know you can get some realization about that. Okay? So it is the answer for this question. Having worked hard for 2 years, he passed the test. Okay? Now students, please look at the second example. The guests left, then I went to market. The guests left, then I went to market. So now firstly what we have to do? We should compulsory observe the subjects are same or different in every sentence. So now in this sentence the guest and here I. So both are different subjects. So that's why we don't need to remove one subject in a first sentence. So that is not the rule to do. So how should we write answer for this question is the guests. So here V2 form. V2 one form. So according to perfect participle, what is that rule? Having plus V3. So what we have to write? Having left. So basically comma. What is this? Comma. So leave, left, leaving. So basically V2 and V3 are same. That's why I have written left after having. So before the subject in perfect participle, we need to write having. That is very important. So the guest having left. So leader. Then no need to replace in an answer. So we need to remove that completely in an answer. So I am not replacing that word. So I went to market. I went to market. So now the answer is the guest having left, I went to market. I went to market. Okay students? Now look at the third example. He worked hard, he failed. So subjects he and he. So both are same. That's why we need to remove one subject in the first sentence. So answer is going to be worked. It is V2 form. But in a answer what should we write? Having plus V3. So first having. So because we are removing this he subject, because both subjects are same. That's why we are going to write subject in the second sentence, not in the first sentence. So having worked. Dear students, here worked is V2 and here worked is V3. And I think you know very well what is the difference between that. So worked, working. So worked, V2, V3 are same. But when we are going to identify them, so according to work forms, we have to find them particularly. So here worked is V2 and here worked is V3 work form. So having worked hard, comma, he failed. failed. Having worked hard, comma, he failed. He, H is a small letter. Okay. Okay, students. Now look at the fourth example. The teacher did not teach well, so he failed. So first we have to see the subjects. So here the teacher, here he. So both are different subject. Here the teacher is the subject in the first sentence. In the second sentence, he is the subject. So both are different. And we have to think also about verb. Did do plus teach. So did do plus teach is equal to taught. Because we did do plus V1 is equal to V2. It is a rule. It is a rule, but it is not mentioned in the sentence. It is a negative expression. So, in these cases, we have to write answer like this. So, answer. So, the teacher, because subjects are different. That's why I am replacing the teacher again in an answer. The teacher not. So we have to write negative word after subject and before main word. Not. So D2 plus teach is equal to taught. Taught is a V2 form. So according to rule in a perfect participle, what should we write? Having plus V3. So whatever subject main verb we are getting in a question, that is we don't need to think about, because already I said you in active and passive voices. So in that cases also, whatever we are getting verb in a active voice, we don't mind, but we definitely and we must write V3 verb form in a passive voice. How we did there, in the same way we have to do like that. So what kind of a main verb we are getting in a question, that is doesn't matter at all. So we have to write having plus V3 verb form, because that is the rule what we have in English when we are going to join two sentences as a single sentence with the help of perfect participle. So this is the rule, that's why we have to write after not in the sentence having taught. So it is a V3. Taught well, comma. So here we are getting a linker, and we don't need to replace that in an answer, because already I said you. So because we used comma after well in the sentence. So when we used comma after that in an answer, we don't need to use any linker. So directly we have to write subject. So he failed. So dear students, it is the answer. The teacher not having taught well, he failed. So, but should not replace again. So he failed. If you write the two letters, that is a very little word, and it made with the help of two letters only. But the two letters definitely make you lose your marks. So very careful with you. So when you are going to join two sentences as a single sentence, you should just keep every rules and regulation in your mind very carefully to attempt them. Otherwise, there is a chance to lose marks in this section. Okay, it is very confirmed question. 18th question always you see any previous question papers. Okay, definitely the question came based on past participle or present participle or perfect participle. There is no more doubt about that. So you definitely need to learn, and you must learn all these things. There is no other chance to skip this section. Okay. Now look at the fifth example. He was alone for some time. Then he started getting nervous. So first we have to see subjects are same or different. So both are same subject. So how can we write? So here we are getting was plus alone V1 verb form. So how can we write in these cases? Already I said you. So is, am, are, was, were. These are B forms. So how can we write having? So instead of was, what we have to write? Be. It is perfect participle means V3 verb form. So that's why be. What we have to write? Instead of was, be. Alone for some time. Comma. So we have to remove this linker then. He started getting nervous. So it is the answer. So because I think you are still getting doubt. So how was became been in the answer. Been in a answer. So let me give you one more time explanation about that. Dear students, so here was, that is the verb. Basically, that is the verb, that is the V2 form. So isu, am, are V1 forms. Was, were V2 forms. Been is the V3 form, and being is the V4 form. So in a present participle situation, we used V4 verb form being. Okay, let me write down V1, V2, V3 and V4. So isu, am, are. So basically these three helping verbs, whatever comes in a sentence, this we consider as a V1 verb forms. And was, were, these we consider as a V2 verb forms. So any one of these two. And being is a V3 verb form. And being is a V4 verb form. Students, we used being in a present participle. Now we are discussing about and we are explaining about perfect participle. That's why which is we need to choose definitely V3 form. Having plus V3. So what is the V3 of was? What is the V3 of was? So being. So definitely before that we hearing. So in a present participle situation, present participle situation, we used hearing. So in this section, instead of here, we used V3 verb form here. Yes or no? The same thing. So was, were are the V2 verb forms. Is, am, are the V1 verb forms. So V3 of is been. Is V3 verb form been. The same way was V3 verb form been. That's why I used been after having in this sentence. And I think you got idea. So if you still didn't get idea about this, I can't do anything. Okay? So I think I feel I make you to understand properly. But did you understand or not? I don't know. But this is all about perfect participle. Okay, students? So present participle, past participle and perfect participles. So these are very important. Definitely there is a question in our question paper. So please note down everything and learn and take a good practice by yourself. So no one will come and tell you to take practice, because you are the only one to take care of everything about you in your studies. So if you want to gain knowledge, you have to do all this what your sir is advising you. You should follow his instructions. His means I am. Okay. So his means I am. Your sir is me. So what I am giving advices, please you take everything in a good manner and please follow them. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. We'll meet again in our next video. Until then, everyone, students, have a nice day. Bye. Thank you.